Alright guys, so I went on Fiverr.com and I want to see what would happen if I was looking for a new logo, okay? And I went to a designer that charges $5 a logo, all the way up to $100 a logo, which is honestly the cheapest range I could pretty much find. I want to do like a cheap version, then we'll do a more expensive version, if you guys like the videos, of course. But like, honestly, $100 for a logo is really cheap. $5 a logo is like, what's the word for it? What's cheaper than cheap? I don't know, but that's just crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys enjoy the idea, and just maybe like Fiverr is for you somehow, and then you want to find a simple concept to use for a future client. Regardless, I hope you guys do enjoy the video and kind of just look at I've never seen these yet, so hopefully you guys just get like a first impression of just a general idea of what Fiverr can offer maybe, and then we go from there. And just let me know if you guys want an expensive version of this. And yeah, that's all I got. Let's start this off. $5, $100 logos. Let's see what CHEAPEST HQ brand looks like. I gave them all the same brief, and it's a pretty simple brief. I just gave them an idea of like, hey, I kind of want you to just do what you want to do. My name starts with an S. It's CHEAPEST HQ, and we go from there. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, so what we're going to be looking at first is the $5 logo designs, and I got 4 concepts for $5. That is prime. That is some prime usage of your money, I think. And regardless though, if we're being honest, okay, now I've seen these because they didn't give me a PDF, unfortunately, to like kind of like hide it, but it's not bad at all. Like, if we're being honest here, this one over here is a little bit kind of like it's not in my realm. I kind of get the idea of this exploration between like fills and non-fills. It's kind of fun. It's just not me, but also the S's themselves look like 8s, and it's not like I don't want that kind of, you know, disruption in my logo. But if we go over here, this is also kind of cool, very simple, very laid back. But one thing I get the most, and unfortunately, it's like people think my name is CISO. It's Seso. It's So, okay, so this would make my life a living hell, so I'm not gonna go with this one, but it's also pretty cool. I mean, for the record, for like $5, why not, right? But this one over here, okay, now we're getting kind of creative and fun here. For $5, I got a monogram logo, which is actually pretty cool, given the fact that it kind of looks more like a diamond shape, but you can obviously see the S. But if you want to like kind of, you know, say to ourselves, we can kind of fill these spots in over here and over here, it can probably read a little bit better than the S, but honestly, I'm okay with this. Like this, if this is what I had to go with for like a $5 logo really quickly, I would say yes. This one over here is kind of fun too. I think the typography choice is a little bit awkward given the actual contrast of the actual icon logo. However, this is honestly pretty cool too, right? It's very abstract in a way, but you can kind of tell it has a bit of an S feature. I do think this like middle piece here is like a little bit like, you know, it's not really necessary, but it's kind of like, I get it, but it's not, yeah, you know. But honestly, if I would be really genuinely pleased. And by the way, I asked for no revisions on any of these logos, so I could have asked for revisions and be like, you know, probably made it a little bit better. Regardless though, like if I'm being serious, $5 for this is honestly like prime. Like, I'm not disappointed whatsoever. And honestly, the one right here, this is my winner right here, and I think it looks pretty dope. So I don't know about you guys, but $5, I'll take it. All right, guys. So up next is the $15 order, and this is my first time seriously just seeing. I literally, if you want to show the clip of me dragging it in for a quick second. Oh, okay. This is my first time seeing all of these. Honestly, this is freaking sick. This is honestly. This is kind of cool. Like right here, this is kind of fresh. I like it's kind of fun. It's kind of bubbly. It's kind of like playful, obviously given the big old play button, but like I'm not mad at $15 to get a really cool sick concept, given the fact that this piece right here can kind of be negative space as well. You can make it black and white, make it look kind of cool, and it's not so like, of course, in color all the time, but that's so sick. It's a very organic, fun S, which I also kind of asked for this really fun, how do you say, creative or abstract, but not like aggressive, edgy abstract. Honestly, he kind of hit, or he or she, I don't really know who it was, but they kind of hit the nail on this. Like, I genuinely think that is super cool. And the type choice, I think, is a little bit kind of like, you know, very company wide, and kind of feels very company. But the icon itself, if I was doing some kind of like Seso Shorts logo or Seso Shorts branding, that could be it. Like, honestly, possibility. Over here, though, is another different kind of idea. I'm trying to read this in like a, okay, it's a play button again. So it's another play button on top of the S, and like a little bit of negative space being filled in with these little kind of like rectangles, where I think it's a little bit too busy. Doesn't really read well for me, but I like the idea. I like the concept, and I only got one for this one, but regardless, honestly, the one that I got, I'm actually pretty happy for $15. They delivered this, by the way, in like 3 hours, by the way. So they did it pretty quick. I don't know if they got like S's on standby or not. Like, I'm not really sure if they kind of like just take random S's that they have in their sketchbook and just like throw it on and give it to me. But who knows? Regardless, a really quick turnaround for $15. I'm not disappointed. I kind of like it, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of a vibe. So I would say the $15 one is like a really, honestly, the cheap ones are doing well for me. I'm not gonna lie. So let's say these are good. All right, so for the $30 logo design, I actually got 3 different concepts, and I also got some mock-ups. So I put these in Photoshop literally 10 seconds ago, so I already got a little bit of an idea, spoiled it for myself just a little bit. However, for $30, I get 3 concepts, right? A little bit of mock-ups to kind of show, even though the mock-ups themselves are not that crazy. This is the first concept right here, right? Then you have this one over here, which is also kind of fun and bubbly and you know, and then we have this one over here. It's kind of cool. Okay, so like if we were to even give this one for an example, I feel like it's cool, but it's not. It doesn't even come close to representing me. Whether or not I didn't give them much to even talk about, so I can't really say like, oh, it doesn't represent me, blah blah blah. It's $30 logo, but if I'm being honest, the $15 and the $5 concepts for me kind of hit the vibe a little bit better from the brief that I gave earlier. A lot better. Period. I think that's how I want to say it. And like I see this concept over here. This is a way too bubbly, way too kind of fun, almost kid-like, very playful. I also said it in the actual brief. I said teens. It's for teens and older or younger adults. And this looks like it's like what? I'm sorry. I mean, it's just not. You know, it reminds me of that, like, that one kid that plays with toys on YouTube and, like, gets millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, there's no universe. Some teenagers are gonna be like, this is the coolest logo ever. You know what I mean? So I'm not the biggest fan of this one. This one over here is pretty simple, pretty fun. I actually probably had a logo pretty similar to this back in the past. So it's not like, it's not off the wrong concept. I get the tech vibe. I get the fun, cool vibe. But the font itself is kind of like, it's kind of whatever, but it's also not bad. So I'm on the fence with the $30 one. I don't know if this guy did it for me more than even the $5 or $15 people, but to be honest, it's okay. It's not bad. I enjoy it enough. I think the best concept I like is the one that kind of like has like a bit of that, like, you know, monochromatic feel to it, or not monochromatic, the, what do you call it? The monogram concept, which is kind of like, it's whatever. It works in my opinion. It's not as good as the $15 and $5 one. I'm gonna say we're gonna leave my opinions there. All right, guys. So for the next artist, we have the $50 logo, and I got the PDF open immediately. This is actually super sick. Honestly, it's kind of like a vibe of my current logo that I have right now. It's kind of, he probably like Googled Testo HQ. I feel like no one else Googled right now so far besides this guy. So this guy did a little more research for $50, so I can appreciate that. But like, yo, it's actually a really cool rendition, or how do you say, a modernized, fun take on it. It's not awful. It's not bad at all. It's kind of fun. It's kind of dope. I will say, like, the typography choice is a little bit kind of wacky though. It's kind of like the E is just a little bit awkward on its own island. Nothing else has that kind of like, it kind of almost takes away from the actual S. It looks like we're kind of saying like S equals Stoic. You know what I mean? Like, you get it? Like, it doesn't feel or read right. So I'm gonna say no to the E, the typography choice, but the logo, the icon itself though, okay, it's kind of fun. I don't have no other words besides it's kind of fun. I only got 1 in concept, unfortunately, for this guy. Of course, he did offer like 4 or 5 different revisions, but I didn't ask for any revisions to make it super fair for everybody. But yeah, this guy did some homework. I can appreciate it. I'm okay with this. Like, for a $50 logo, I'm okay with this. I'm wondering though, what would happen if he didn't Google me and figure out my logo already, but I don't know. I like it. We're gonna go with it, and then I want to say I'll give him a thumbs up. We're good. We're good. All right. So up next, I haven't opened it yet, but this is the $100 logo. I'm just like at the point where I'm like, the $50 was really good, the $5 was really good, the $15 was really good. I'm just really hoping that this guy didn't fumble the bag in front of everybody. That's all I'm hoping for. So let's open this thing up. I got a PDF file. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on. Okay, that was like that was like first impression. Let me get a look. I mean, it's kind of cool, right? That one's kind of fun. This one's kind of dope too. Okay, wait. Okay, I see the vision for this guy. Okay, oh, it's a pencil. Gotcha. The S. There's a pencil right here, a pencil right here. Artist pencil. I like that. The red and blue make purple. Right? Yeah. Why did I think that wasn't right for a second? But it's kind of fun. It's a little bit too kiddish, or like, maybe like too illustrator heavy. I'm not like an artist per se, like actual handwritten drawings, but not a bad take for it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad at all. Now this second one here, which is kind of like this S play. Why is everyone doing like a play logo? I just realized everyone's doing a play logo. I did say YouTube, so remember, like they probably put the play logo into like the idea of YouTube, which I can appreciate a little bit. But like given the fact that if I'm not on YouTube though, what if I'm like on TikTok? It's probably not the best thing to like kind of like hyper focus on. However though, can I really see an S here? No. I mean, I can't quite see the S. I get the idea of the vision. There should be one here. Like if I kind of trace it for you guys, right? It's a little abstract, you know? So the typography choice though is actually pretty solid. I like the idea of like the lowercase Sesso and then like bigger uppercase HQ. I can appreciate that. Then we have this third one concept here, which is kind of like this like, it looks like an 8, or like I was looking at the diamonds. I was like, is it a hexagon? Is it like a stop sign? What's happening? I'm not trying to be funny. Okay, well maybe I am. It was probably like a more like fold out S. He like split it in half and then kind of moved it around, and now unfortunately looks like an 8, which is not the best idea, but like it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not like that mad about it, but for $100, I'm like a little bit. Can I get mock-ups at least? Okay, so the fourth one is probably my favorite one, right? Am I gonna say that? Am I gonna say that? I think the fourth one's my favorite one. It's very YouTube, like, of course, like it's very heavily, unfortunately, YouTube because the actual the play button. However, the pencil and like the YouTube play button is actually a pretty cool, like, interlocking idea, but I do feel like there's no way in hell I'm the only person who has this concept on Fiverr. He has like 4,000 orders. I'm really hoping I'm the only one, because if this is original concept, I'm gonna enjoy it. But it's not bad. It's not, overall feeling as I got some pretty cool concepts. He offered a lot of revisions as well, so of course I could go back into it and be like, hey, can I fix this and that or this? But this is not what I'm going for. I'm going for first impressions, first tries, which is not very fair, but to say, you know, it's the idea, right? So is it fair to say that I'm a little bit upset that I didn't get mock-ups though? Like for $100, I didn't even get mock-ups. I have to look at it like this. There's a pretty cool layout, but I would love to see it like on a YouTube banner or just anything, the bare minimum, seeing on my YouTube channel, so I can actually envision the idea of me having the branding. This is for logo artists around the entire world. If you can offer 5 minutes of your time to kind of take wherever the logo's gonna be at and like make a little mock-up of it, you're probably gonna sell or be more appreciated from the actual client way more. So I'm just gonna say that's all I got. Overall though, I think a pretty good idea of this tier list I'm gonna put up for you guys. It's kind of like, I like the idea of these logos themselves, but they could have been, you know, honestly, most of them are pretty good. For like a first pass for less than $100 is honestly really good. So I'm gonna get you like a nice tier list to look at. But anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think the actual best one is, whether it's designer 1, designer 2, designer 3, designer 4, designer 5, and then just let me know. So with that being said, that is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys get like an idea of maybe Fiverr is where you want to go before you go to that like $1,000 client. You go to Fiverr and get this $5 person. This honestly is incredible that I got 4 different accounts for $5, and then like maybe like go with a lot of these guys and then get like a whole vision or idea with your lower clients on Fiverr, and then go to the big guy. That way you have a more clear idea of what you want. That's all. It's a pretty good idea. So with that being said, it's Sesso HQ out. Remember, gonna keep smiling, stay positive, and stay freaking productive, guys. Later, much love, and I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys are Fiverr artists, you guys are doing a great job. You guys hold the community together. Thank you very much for doing so, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. That's all I got.